cleanup effort is underway after 3.5 years of work at Colony Farm Regional Park. Finishing touches are being put on a habitat restoration and enhancement project designed in partnership with Metro Vancouver. It's being undertaken as part of the Port Mann Bridge Highway 1 construction project to compensate for any environmental impact.
This is a very exciting project that we have been involved in a collaborative process with Metro Vancouver to develop about 4.5 kilometers of new channel and fish habitat and wildlife habitat here on the east side of Colony Farm Regional Park.
These side channels and ponds are experiencing tidal flows for the first time since the area was diked as farmland 100 years ago.
For the last 100 years, the only exit for water from this part of the park has been through a pump station, and so that doesn't allow fish to access these channels behind us. So having fish access into all of these channels greatly expands the amount of habitat that's available.
Back in the day, this would be the only developed land. Now, of course, we have communities and industrial sites developing around, and so in turn, we're turning this now back into undeveloped land. That's important because a lot of wildlife being displaced from all the industry and all the development that we're creating needs somewhere to go.
The project also establishes new habitat for a rich variety of birds and other creatures by planting native species and discouraging invasive plants that have become a challenge in the park.
So what about these plantings down here?
The bright green areas, for instance, are covered with a substance called hydro-seed, a mix of mulch, fertilizer, and native seeds specifically formulated for Colony Farm.
These native plants and streamside vegetation are very important for warblers and other species that depend on this area in the spring and the fall to support them on their way north or south.
It's hoped that park visitors will not only appreciate the new views, but also the wildlife that should be attracted to this newly enhanced area.
It's a very popular park and growing in numbers for sure as years go by. People do come down here to look at the wildlife, to run, jog, hike, and just in general to reconnect with nature.